What's up guys, Greg Haw with I Like Collectibles here. I just got my CGC mail call back and I'm excited to share the results. So you guys may remember about 2 months ago I submitted a stack of books to CGC. Well, I'm pleased to announce that stack is back. And I want to show you guys exactly what I got and what the grades were. So if you saw my first video, you know that I guessed the grade on each individual book. Well, let's see how far away or close I was to getting those grades right. So first up, cover the grade up so you can't see it. We have Batman, 155. First Silver Age appearance of Penguin. Now before I get started, I want to plug my buddy Lenny. He owns Spineworks and he worked on every single one of these books. He pressed them, he cleaned them, he took hours in some cases. So if you're impressed by the results, please check him out. I'll drop his link below so you can follow him. Staples are good, book's complete. I'd put this one about a 4.0. So in my previous video, I guessed this book was going to come back at a 4.0. Give you a closer look here. And now for the grade reveal. Boom. 4.0. It does have cream pages though, and there's nothing that they can do about that, but I'm very pleased. That's exactly what I guessed this would be, and it did in fact come back a 4.0. Moving on to the next book. This may have been my biggest of the submission. Price-wise, probably is my biggest submission, but here it is. Check out this Golden Age World War II cover. How awesome is that? I love World War II covers and I love early Superman. This is issue number 12. Give you a closer view of it. Now this book was hard for me to pin a grade because there is an extreme amount of foxing around it. The actual overall shape and quality of the paper was really good. I was having trouble pinning down because of the staining what this would come back grade-wise. Give you a view of the bottom. You can see the foxing here at the bottom as well. Left behind. I think this book's gonna grade at a 3.5. You guys will know that I was pleased when I saw the grade of 5.5. Wow, off-white pages too. And again, I pinned this book at a 3.5. I was pretty far off there, but this is one that I'm happy being a little far off. There we are. Put Superman up. Next up, we have Lois Lane, 70. This is the first appearance of the Catwoman in the Silver Age. Sensing a trend here, got a little DC action going on. I love Silver Age DC books, especially the keys. To give you a closer up view of it, this book, you can see, looks good. There was some staining at the staples, which unfortunately there's nothing that you can do to remove. So I have this book at about a 1.8, 2.0. I was expecting a low grade on this. I guessed a 1.8 to 2.0, and I was pleased to see 2.0. Boom. Another book that I was happy with the grade. So far I had 2 books pinned correctly. 1 book I undergraded, and I undergraded it by 2 points. Again, it was tough for me because I didn't know how harshly they were going to grade that foxing, but now I do. Next up, we have Archie's joke book. This is an early Archie book. This is from 1953. This is Archie's joke book magazine number 1. Book overall looks pretty solid. Archie book. This one was pressed and clean, but it shows a lot of fading and deterioration. I think this book is also going to grade at a 2.5. I guess this book was going to be a 2.5. You see the back, there is some tearing there. A little piece out of the back, and then another piece, piece out of the back, and then another piece right here that's torn through. So I guess 2.5, and it came back a 1.8. Probably because of this big tear in the back. So I'm fine with that. 1.8 is good. I said 2 to 2.5, and 1.8 is okay. So there we are. Got a 1.8 on this book. And moving right along, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get back the magazines yet. As you guys know, the magazines are about a year out. So I wanted to go ahead and do this video with or without the magazines. So here we are. This is the last of the regular books. We have Giant Size X-Men, #1. Show you a closer up view of this. You can see there's definitely some defects with it. The corner there, the little chip out of the corner. There's a line down the middle of the book there. There's some color rubbing right in here. Show you the back. The back actually came out really nice. Lenny was really able to get this cleaned up. So I was happy with that. Otherwise, a decent copy. You can tell it was a reader copy though. I have this graded at a 2.5. And for the unveiling, this book came back a CGC Graded 2.0. I had it pinned at about a 2.5. So 2.0 is right in the wheelhouse, so I was happy with that. All right. In my very last book, this is a fun one. This is a book done by Mr. Jeff Smith. This is actually the second printing. This is Bone #1, second print. Again, done by Jeff Smith. This book, also pressed and cleaned, I think is going to grade out at about a 7.5. I guess this was going to be a CGC Graded 7.5. It actually came back CGC 8.0. How cool is that? So that is awesome. A little bit over what I had thought it was going to be, so I am pleased with that. Put that up. So again, overall, I think I did pretty well. Most of the books that I had pegged were pretty close to what they were. A couple were under, a couple were a little over, but usually within about a half point of one another. The big winner of the day is obviously that Superman 12. Again, the foxing threw me off a little bit, but it came back a 5.5, and that is humongous with that book. I'll let you know when those magazines come back. I'll do an update video when those come back. It shouldn't be too long. Like I say, maybe 2 or 3 years, I should have that back. We'll see though. So I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit that notification button so you get updates anytime I come out with a new video, which I seem to be doing a lot recently. All right, guys, have fun, stay safe, buy comics, buy collectibles, bye.